final stretches of this amazing game. So let's see where it leads. Oh, did I not? I think I didn't do this. Ah, shit. Fuck. It's day 27. I thought I changed it. Oh well. Hey. There we go. So let's see if this worked. Day 27. All right. All right. So I'm at the tail end of chapter 8, I believe. So I hope that this will be over soon. I think the longest part of this is going to have to be me traveling to Greece. And Sibrashidash. We're at the amphitheaters. Is there a road goes by here? Looks like this is all like huge cliffs.
Ella. Off we go.
The Nixter. Wow, having quite a few Wasteland, Avante, the Nixter, Great Champino, Psychosis, and Mr. Garv. Thank you for the hosts. Greatly appreciated. Oh, there's a road. Nice. Now I could just let the road do the work for me. Alright. Boom ba boom ba boom ba boom ba boom boom ba boom ba boom bum 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 ba bum bum bum.
The daughters of Artemis are strong here. I'll be on my guard.
What is that?
Come on.
Nice. Now, what I can do, actually, I'm all the way here, right, and I have to go somewhere around here, but I can go back here, Bay of Nobody, or the Ancient Forge. Let's go to the Ancient Forge. Now I will upgrade my spear. And the reason I'm going to do this now is because I'm actually thinking of maybe continuing the side quests. I'm really interested to know how the Atlantis side quest goes, and also the cultists. And yeah. I want to see who the head of the cultists are. This is the part I don't like as much. It takes forever to fucking get to the other side.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Oh, of 22. Holy shit. Yeah. I'm not getting level 4 anytime soon. Alright. Let's save this. Let's do this. And let's go to where I discovered this. Take a while again. I don't know where you're supposed to fall. Oh, it's here. On the road again. Riding to Dash on the road again.
Yeah!
Macedonia. So I made it to Macedonia. That's good.
Watch where you're going!
The soundtrack is so nice and soothing. Sunset is really beautiful. We're not discovering any new places. That's weird.
Mi tutto bis.
Off we go now.
Welcome, mis tíos.
Come on. Who? All right, let's go talk. Let's go talk to Sir Brasidas. Come on.
Brasidas, you're here.
You got my message.
I heard about Pilos. Are you alright?
I've been through worse. We have bigger problems right now.
What happened to you?
After Pilos, what happened?
The remaining Spartans found me and gave me time to recover. So I did.
But your leg.
You disappeared from battle.
I was captured. Taken to Athens for an interrogation with Deimos and Cleon.
They didn't kill you?
They tried.
Where's Cleon?
So Cleon's in Amphipolis.
Somewhere. And in armor, I hear. He'll fight for his life today.
He wants to be the hero. Athenians can't think much of him after what he did. This is our chance, Brasidas. We kill Cleon today.
If you don't, then I will.
There's something you're not telling me.
I am here for Cleon. Let's keep it at that.
I thought we were friends.
You're not who I thought you were. You were raised Spartan. You should know how to be loyal.
I came here, didn't I? We're fighting the same fight.
You haven't proven that.
Let me prove it now.
We're wasting time. Athens is gathering reinforcements. I need to attack now. Let's go.
Malaka.
Today, we give everything we have. No giving up. The Athenians are here! Spartans, charge! Archers on the wall! They need to be shot down, now!
You're done!
Fuckers. let's go. Okay. Why do I keep pushing him? Come on. Alright. Hey YG, thank you for the bits. Let's join the battle, shall we? You are very kind, kind sir. I really appreciate everything. I'm doing good. Hopefully I get to the end of the story today.
A bad day for Athens! A glorious day for Sparta!
Come on. Athens is dead. You go flying. Is there another captain around? Oh, there we go. Wow, that kick, that guy went flying. It's not a good sign when I have to go fucking... Where the fuck is he? Okay. I feel a cutscene coming on. Ah. Well, he's dead.
You take everything so personally.
Shit!
Okay. That went much differently than I would have expected it to do.
Fucking coward! He can't get away.
This isn't your fight, Alexios.
Unfortunately for you, this is.
It's not too late, you know. You can still join us.
We're not in Athens. You can't talk your way out of this.
Why won't you just leave me alone? This is all your fault.
You did this, Cleon. You have only yourself to blame.
Oh, he's dead.
Alexios, come now. Show mercy. You turned her against us. My own sister. We lifted Demos up. We made her great, unstoppable. You made her a monster. Then fight by her side. Teach her. You would have Demos once again. Her name is Cassandra. I beg you. This world is severed, Alexios, and we'll unite it. Shut the fuck up! My hands are empty. Have pity.
Should I kill him mercifully or not? I am very angry, but I want him to suffer.
You will die, just as you lived. As a coward. I'm not through. I won't be forgotten for all I've done. You're not worth the memory.
You're dead, bruh.
That's it then. Mirini will want to know Cleon is dead. And Brasidas. I should have gotten to Demos sooner. I'm sorry, my friend.
Can I find my sister again? Oh, fucking place is cleared. Alright, let's go see where I can travel. Although, I am very close to a spot. So let me do that. I may actually want to get back here at one point. After that, I'll probably fast track to wherever I'm supposed to go.
Better stay hidden.
Come on. I don't know what the fuck that was, but anyways. Alright. Beautiful Athens. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I almost jumped off the building. Synchronize. Synchronize for the prize. That was not the way that you were supposed to go. Alright. So I synchronized that part. Now where do I have to go back? 10,000 seems to be really far. Oh, I have to go back here? Nice. It's actually a place where I traveled. I have to deal with the loading times, but hey, it is what it is. I expected this to take me a little bit longer than it did. Because I think now I'm at the end. Technically speaking, I think I'm at episode 9 or chapter 9. can go up the wall. Sure. If it makes you happy. I have to go all the way over there. Is there a road close by? Let's go. There's no road. What the fuck am I on?
Come on, Ella.
PETA will have my head. Why am I going that way? Well, I'm going this way. There's probably a reason why I can't go this way, but to be honest, I really don't care. As long as I can get close.
Yeah! Come on.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna do the rest by foot. Alright. The horse was probably going to take me all around, which may have been easier, to be honest, but precious metal here. Auricalum ora. Although, anyways, I'll see this later, I guess, when I give the breakdown of how I thought of the game.
My lamb, you've been gone so long.
Brasidas is dead.
No.
Vimos killed him in battle.
And what of my daughter?
Cleon fired an arrow into Vimos' back. The wound didn't look fatal. She could still be alive.
Malakas, Cleon. I'll kill him with my bare hands.
It's done, Mater. I already sent that snake to the Styx.
My family. You're all I have left.
Mater, there's something I need to do. I need to go to Mount Taegetos, where it all began. My whole life's been spent fighting and running. Running from my past, fighting to forget. I can't do this anymore.
My heart was shattered on that mountain.
I need to put that night behind me, once and for all.
I'm coming with you.
Will there be a conversation between my mama and me?
This is where everything changed. It's like I never left.
Cassandra!
On the edge of the world, a mother calls out to her child. Touching.
Cassandra! Please!
You use that name as if it means something to me.
It's the name your father and I gave you.
Was that before or after you brought me to this mountain to die?
It was the cult! I tried to save you! I did everything! The priest told me you were dead!
And they told me you abandoned your daughter.
Cassandra! Come to me! We are your family. We can go home.
Family. Home. My sword is my family. The battlefield is my home.
I promised to bring her back, Mater. But the cult has poisoned her mind.
Promised to bring me back to Mater, did you? You didn't bring me here. Why don't you tell our Mater the truth?
And what truth is that?
That I'm the chosen one! I'm the one with the destiny! I will bring order to this world! You're nothing but a mercenary with a broken spear.
You don't have a destiny. You're just a tool, used by the cult.
I'm glad you said that. Since we first met, I've been trying to figure out what you are to me. You're a weed, trying to choke and destroy everything I've planted! And you know the best way to kill a weed? Is at the root.
Cassandra?
When I was little, I found a lion cub trapped in a snare. My friend tried to free it. That's when I heard the deadly growl of its mother. I watched as the lioness tore my friend to bloody shreds. Even in a world of beasts, a family protects its young!
I loved you! I still love you.
The one you love is dead, and my destiny is clear. I won't let you get in my way.
Cassandra, listen to me. You're my sister. I tried to protect you once, and I failed. I won't fail again.
Okay. I have a feeling this is not the good ending.
This belonged to our grandfather.
You're home now.
Well, that was a turn of events.
I know.
Lexius! Wait. Thank you.
How did she turn 180? Like in a span of a scene. Hmm. Hmm. Where's the dinner in Sparta? Oh.
Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath.
There's more to being the best than pure strength.
That's an excuse for the weak.
I'll show you who's weak.
Well, at least the family is all together.
I'll get more wine.
Well, that wasn't so bad, was it?
I can't believe I have a family again.
The gods work in mysterious ways. You never know what they have planned.
Someone's kept their eye on me.
You're special! Look at the life they've blessed you with! Not so bad, if you think of it all.
That's optimistic, considering.
Just remember, no matter who surrounds you, I'll be there. And the others are waiting for us on the ship.
Right behind you.
I take it that this is over? The game is over, the main story is over? Yeah, I didn't do that. Alright. So, it looks like I got to the end of this. I don't know where... Oh. Here. Alexios and Socrates have gone through many things together, both good and bad. When they met once again in Athens, Socrates insisted it was valuable and worth examining. Alright. So let's save. So I actually got to the end of the story. I think so anyways. Considering it said Odyssey's end. Assassin's Creed Odyssey missions. Oh, it was there already. No, it was not. Yeah, it was. Dinner in Sparta was the last actual main quest. So now anything that I do is kind of part of the story. So in order to... oh, thank you. So what do I think of this game? To be quite honest, it's better than Assassin's Creed Origins. In terms of the story, in terms of the side quests, in terms of, you know, there's a lot of similarities between both. The fighting and so on, everything that they pretty much brought into Origins, they kind of ported over. They took Origins and they improved on it. So they must have listened to some criticism from the fans, where a lot of people thought that the gameplay was repetitive in Origins, which I thought that was the case, and I got bored at one point, and I found that the story fell flat. Whereas this one, it's more engaging. There's multiple parts in the story where I was actually feeling for Alexios. So some people say, "Oh, you should play as Cassandra," and others say that you should play as Alexios. I think they're both the same, depending on the choices you make. Alexios is a very, because I play with Alexios, so I know how he is and his decisions that he made. He's caring. I took the options where there was always the non-violent way I tried to get out of most of the time. And I'm assuming with Cassandra you take the same decision, so technically you're playing the same character, just that they do a switcheroo depending on which character you actually choose to play with. But that's fine. The story is touching. There was a part of the story that really got to me, which was you make a friend with a small girl, Phoebe, and she gets murdered. That scene is really, really touching when you actually see Alexios with emotion and anger, and you see the progression of the game. I felt it a little bit less with his sister at the end. I thought that she kind of did a switcheroo. It seems that there's missing a scene in there, because I think that scene could have been a little bit longer. Just because in one scene she's completely against the mother and her brother, and then the next scene she turns around and she looks at the spear and she's like, yeah, okay. So I think there was a missing piece there, but in general, it's a much better story. Side quests are a lot more interesting. In Origins, when I finished the game, I'm like, I may come back to this or not. I'm actually thinking of getting back into it and trying to finish the side quest. There's a few parts of Odyssey which are not part of the main story that are really interesting. The cultists is a really good thing. It's really good. It keeps it interesting, keeps you discovering. It forces you to discover different things in the game. And Atlantis, which I didn't discover at all. I think I only got one artifact, which apparently is the only one that's like you're actually directed to. The other pieces, you have to find on your own. So that's that. I may go back to that. I think there's another 10 to 15 hours easy of gameplay time on top of the 65 or 70 that I've already played. plus the DLC, which I don't think I'm gonna get personally, but um, I think that it's gonna be a game that I'm gonna go back periodically to finish up and to play. The gameplay is really engaging. Um, there's a few things that they did not improve on. So one thing that's really good, it's the fast travel and the fact that you can direct your horse to whatever the next spot is. However, the AI is still a little bit wonky, so you still run into people in a lot of cases, and often it takes the longest route to get to point B. Um, that's one part that didn't improve. Now I played this on my original Xbox One, so I didn't play this on the S, and I didn't play this on the X1 One X. However, the loading times are really long and really annoyingly long. Now, I've seen footage where people are playing on a PS4 Pro, and it seemed to be not as long, and also on PC. But for whatever reason, on the Xbox One X, I know that it's a problem across the board, and it's not just this game; it's a lot of other games. It's I think it's something that they definitely need to improve on the next gen. But then again, I don't know. I haven't really played with the other um, with other systems, so I wouldn't know. But that was a bummer because every time you do a fast travel, every time you're, um, you know, you fast travel, you save, you load, or whatever. It takes forever, and I understand that the game takes a while. There's a lot of stuff, but it could have been improved on, and I think it could have done a lot better job. Um, but in general, I think this, quite honestly, is one of the um, better games. And I think one of the main differences is that for Origins, I kind of expected the story at the end to be a little bit more impactful. So I had higher expectations. With Odyssey, I knew what I was getting into, and I know I was getting into a similar game to Origins, but I didn't have much expectations in terms of the story. I just figured the story would be like it was for Origins, and this one it really improved on the story. And because the story is that much better, you're that much more involved in the gameplay, and you want to continue playing. Um, the aspects I love is when you have to sneak into an area and clear out the area and kind of get all the treasures and stuff like that. That's really really cool. Some places can take a long time, especially if you're trying to play the sneak tactic and not going all the way through. Um, One thing that made the job, and I don't know if this was a bug or not. Um, so there's a part of the story where, so in the majority of the cases, you can fight a mercenary or you can pay them off, and the meter goes all the way down. Chapter 8 towards the end, no, Chapter 7 towards the end, and a little bit at the beginning of Chapter 8, it seems like the mercenaries, like the first, like you couldn't get it all the way down. There was always a mercenary around, and it made the game unnecessarily difficult. Um, and on top of that, sometimes the mercenaries that came after you were a level 1 or 2 higher than you. So even if you were specced out all the way top, to the highest of what you can, it was kind of difficult to battle them, and especially you're not always one on one. There's one mercenary, like with 2 shots, he killed me. I got desynchronized, so it was a little bit weird, but overall, the story is amazing. The gameplay is engaging. In terms of 2018, I think this is one of the better games that I've played. Um, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption. I haven't played, Spider-Man because I don't have a PS. But for me, this was worth the 65 to 70 hours that I played. Um, it was really worth it, and I think a lot of people would go back to this game. I want to eventually go back to the original Assassins to see how they were. And I'm really happy that they kind of evolved away from that side quest where it was like timed stuff and trying to get data points and trying to, it was really like, It was more of a pain more than anything else. I'm really glad that they kind of revamped the gameplay with Origins and they're just continuing. Now, my worry is that I hope they don't pump this once a year. They did this with Origins. They released content for Origins till the beginning of 2018, I believe. And this one came out in 2018. And one of the reasons why they kind of fell off at one point in terms of popularity was because they released too many games in a short period of time, right? There's some years they came out with 2 games. I think Black Flag and Unity was in the same year. And I hope that they don't fall to the same level as those. I think they could take a year or 2 off from Assassin's Creed Odyssey and create something better and good. Maybe the next one will be in Italy. Maybe it'll be Russia or whatever the case may be. It would be really, really cool. I like the fact that it's a theme around a part of history. I think it's like Assassin's Creed has always been historical. But for whatever reason, I'm more involved in this. And let's be honest, it's not historically very accurate. It takes liberties in the history. Obviously, there's a lot of swearing in the game, which I don't think used to happen a lot back then. The landscapes are true, but they took liberties with some of the storyline elements and so on. But that's fine. I'm not playing it for historical accuracy. I'm playing it for fun. And in terms of fun, this is a really, really good game. If I had to put a number in terms of the game itself, I think it wouldn't be out of the realm to give it a solid 8.59. Maybe even leaning towards 9. It's worth the purchase, especially now you can get it for a lot cheaper than when it was released. I really think that it is a really solid game. Maybe I'll play maybe I'll buy the DLC eventually. And also, although it has the Assassin's Creed moniker on it, where Origins it came full circle at the end, and it was like the start of the Assassins. This one doesn't really make any reference really to Assassin's Creed. You get the idea of like the Templars and the Assassins. Whereas the Templars are the cultists, and you have the Assassins, which is basically Alexios or Cassandra or whatever. And you see that there's an involvement from there, but there's never actually any reference to Assassin's Creed. So maybe, other than the Animus, which is kind of, and that's another thing also. I don't know. They did this in Origins, and they did it even less in this one. At least I had only a couple of scenes outside of the main game. I don't understand why they have those outside the Animus scenes where you kind of have to play, but you don't really. It's not hard, and it's stupid. I think it takes away from the actual game. Those could easily be cutscenes, and nobody would care. I don't know. I guess it's to give you context that it's somebody looking into the history and seeing how things are, and they kind of want to look into it, but it doesn't really add anything to the gameplay. It doesn't add anything to the game itself. I just find it's really lackluster. A couple of cutscenes would have done the job, personally. So, yeah, my take on it is 8.5, 9, solid 9, really fun. You get to fight bears and random animals. The landscapes are absolutely beautiful, as you've come to expect from an Assassin's Creed game. And I'm not even playing on an X, and apparently one of my buddies played on an Xbox One X. On PC and 4K, and apparently it's absolutely gorgeous. So it's gorgeous already on a regular Xbox. the original Xbox One. I can just imagine on an S, an X, or a PC how beautiful it must be. So that's it for me. I finished the game. I'm probably going to come out with a review sometime soon. I may switch it up a bit. I'm definitely going to come back to this game and maybe finish some parts of it, or maybe I'm going to play on my own. I don't know. I don't know how I'll do that. I'm still have to think about what I'm going to be playing next in terms of game. I know I'm going to definitely be playing Doom at one point. But I don't know what my next new game is going to be. I got to finish Dead Space 2, so that'd be probably a good thing to actually to finish and actually get done. And I want to play a few retro games as well that I've been wanting to play for a very long time. So we'll see how that goes. So thank you to everyone that came by to my stream today. YG, thank you so much for spending time and chatting it up. Thank you so much for the bits. It's always appreciated. You guys have made this year so amazing. It's not even funny. Wasteland, Avante, the Nixter 15, the Great Champino, Psychosis, Mr. Garf. Thank you so much for the hosts. I think I got my most views during Assassin's Creed. I know the game has a lot of it as part of it, but I got a lot of follows. I got some subscriptions. It's really appreciated. When I say a lot of followers, I don't have a ton, but it increased significantly during the in my case, anyways, during Assassin's Creed. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the hosts. And if you want to read my reviews, you can go to corporategamer.net. I've changed the game of the week to, I think it's a slot machine game. And the video is the video of the week is from Metal Jesus Rocks. It's a dongle that he bought for his PS1. And I'm going to start up with my reviews again in January and take it from there. If you guys, I also write reviews for aroundtable.ca where we write TV, movie, and music reviews. We have a podcast called aroundtable.ca podcast, and we also have and it's not gossip. It's just what we like: rock music, in general, movies, and so on. So and we have a newsletter as well, so you guys can sign up and you get a bi-weekly newsletter about the latest reviews that we've done and what we're up to. So that's it. If I don't see you guys or I don't stream before the new year, have a wonderful new year. Have a wonderful 2019. Hope that this year is a kick-ass year for you, and I shall see you soon. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.